Welcome back, Carlos. Oh, it's been a long time, Carlos. So, missed you, buddy. So, I'm here for two words. Everybody listen up real carefully because if you struggled in the market, you have no clue who I am, whatever it is. Two words: market direction. Okay. A day like today, I received so many messages thanking me for my insight, thanking me for my videos, thanking me for the timing of the videos and the effort I put into the platform. So you're all welcome. I appreciate getting thanks. You don't know. I get not hate mail, but like, hey, you should do this. Hey, you should do that. Today was extra important. Why? Because we're at all-time highs. I thought the sell-off was going to happen yesterday. Why didn't it happen yesterday? I mentioned Chinese stocks rebounded yesterday. So a lot of these Chinese stocks were up like 10, 12, 19%. The Chinese ETF was up like 12% yesterday. It's hard for the market to go down when Chinese stocks are strong. So I'm here for days like today. I break down the market. I tell you, I know it looks tricky, but it isn't. And when the market looks to recover around 10:30 a.m., I do a broadcast on Twitter. I do a private video for my platform members. I go on my lifetime chat and I say, hey, I know the stocks look like they're recovering. Do not get fooled. Here's the one advice I will tell you today. Whatever your stocks are, and I don't care what they are. Again, I don't care. I'm teaching you a way to trade and a way to be more efficient. So whatever your stocks are, they're going to be worse off later on in the day than they are right now. So if you get that spike at 10 a.m. or 10:30 a.m., or you get a secondary option to spike at 11 and you get a chance to get out of your calls, you get out, you secure profit. Now, puts, I'll tell you what I did today. But pre-market, I told you what to expect. 10:30, I went and reinforced, and I said, this is what I'm expecting today. Again, it's only one man's opinion. I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm damn smart, and I see the market in a different light, and I share with you. It's all about the psychology of trading, which is tonight's lesson or today's lesson. You know how you go to a restaurant, you're like, I'll have tuna 3 ways? I'm going to give you the psychology of trading 3 ways. So I'm going to tell you 3 ways how it impacts us. Yes, 3 things I'm going to tell you. So here's a quick lesson, all right? Besides that, I teach you to lock up profits. So I don't care which side you're on today, 20, 30, 40%. The first lesson, it's about having the mentality of a winner, okay? So let me get right down to it, okay? Because if you don't know how to win and you don't know how to win a game or win a trade, then you're going to be a loser, all right? And I hate to cut it to you plain and simple, but you don't want to be a loser. All right, if you're watching this and you're a loser, it's the internet, so nobody knows you're a loser. That's the greatest effing thing, right? So you're a loser in trading. You tell your friends you're making trades and you're making money. But the truth of it is you're losing money. You only show people your good trades or some shit like that. I want you to be a winner. So here's what we do, okay? You don't spread yourself out. Today, I was in like 3 or 4 positions, and I'm going to talk about those. But first, you lock down profits. Now, the SPY kept going down, and then it would spike up and go down. So somebody said, yeah, the SPY's at the lowest point at the end of today, kind of like you said, Matt. But yet I'm only up, 80%, 100%, 120%. Guess how much I made? I was in the SPY 4 times today. So I made 35%, 55%, 75%, and I think like 30%. When you add it together, I made almost like 200% today. Okay. And that was just the SPY options. I was in some Roblox options. Oh, and I'll show you the lesson later when it comes to Roblox. But I was in Roblox puts, okay, because it dipped pre-market, then it came back up, and then it spiked at market open. It went to $90. My puts were $90 puts. I paid $3.05. As soon as I bought them, the first thing I said is I could have paid 10% less. I put in the bid at $3.05, and I was like, and I bought 5 contracts, and I was like, I know I could have paid $270 or $275. And a couple of minutes later, Roblox went up, which means that my options were cheaper because they were put options. But then I went to sell them. Now, here's the lesson also before we get into the psychology of trading lesson, okay? Here's the lesson with Roblox. I was going to sell because I was happy at 35%. I was going to sell around $3.95. And then I said, wait, Matt, you talk about your spreadsheet. I think it was episode 42. But you talk about max profit, and you're missing by at least 20%. Okay. So if I'm not going to get $4 for my option and I'm going to miss by 25%, I should get $5 for my option. So instead of $400, I'm going to get $500 per contract. I've got 5 contracts. That's a difference of $500. Who the hell doesn't like money? So I put in my option. I changed it to $4.95, thinking that if it was going to hit today and I was going to miss my max profit by 20%, I would have at least got $5. I went for 25%. Guess what? It hit. I got $5 per contract that I paid $3 for. That return right there is a 66% return. So not all of my trades are great, but understand why I'm here. I'm here to try and give you the inside of the market. Okay, so let's get to the psychology of trading. Let's get to today's lesson. All right, psychology of trading 3 ways. Like you're going out to dinner and you order tuna 3 ways. Number 1, psychology of trading. I use it when I enter into my trades. Here's how. I look for stocks that went down too fast. I look for stocks that went up too fast because as we know, nothing goes straight up or straight down. There's got to be demand and there's got to be, consolidation period. Nothing goes straight up or down. So I look for stocks that spike up too high and I go, they're overvalued. I'm going to enter into some puts, knowing that I will be right. Now, I might not be right instantaneously, but that's what I'm looking for. Same thing when a stock throws up and like STX has earnings and they shoot down to $80 or $78. And I say, okay, that seems awfully cheap. It happened to Western Digital, WDC. The same shit happened. So we're smarter because we're prepared for that. But that's how I enter into my stocks. Psychology of trading. I'm looking for tops. I'm looking for bottoms. Other than that, you've got to gauge the market. So if you want to gauge the market, I'll just play ETFs, right? UVXY, I said it would spike. It spiked today. My option, which I haven't spoke about, my position was $1.12 on the $22 calls. It spiked north of $24. I sold it $1.86. So I didn't get a whole $2 and change, which I should have got. So that's why I'm smiling. It's okay. I missed max profit, but I made 43%, because that's what I was looking to make. I didn't know how much I would be able to make, but I made a trade, and that's why I feel like a winner. Now, I don't feel like a winner every day, but most days I do, and it feels so good. And I talked about this before, the first lesson. If you're not feeling like a winner every day and you feel like the market is beating you up, then you're approaching it the wrong way. All right, psychology of trading. How we finished off, here's lesson number 2. How did you know the market was going to go down today, Matt? All right, we're at all-time highs. Yesterday, we finished at all-time highs because the last 20 minutes of yesterday was a major sell-off, followed by 10 minutes from 4 p.m. to 4:10 p.m. of buying. Now, I told you guys before, after hours doesn't mean shit. So the majority was we were selling off into yesterday. So if they're selling off into yesterday and they're not going to sell off at opens, and I say if they, institutions, okay? So they're selling off. Why wouldn't they sell it off at open? Because they're looking to get the maximum price. So if I've got Roblox shares and I've got 2,000, 8,000, 20,000 shares I want to sell, am I going to sell it at $86 or $87? No, I'm going to wait for open until it goes to $90, and I'm going to sell the shit out of it. And then as it's going down, I'm going to unload the other 10,000, the other 10,000, the other 10,000. It's not the retail trader that pushes the shares. All right, so psychology of trading. That's how I knew today was going to be a red day, okay? In fact, I went on Twitter and I did a broadcast, and the markets were down 30 points and 38 points. And I say it's likely they'll be triple digits. It's likely they'll be down at least 100 points. So, yeah, I don't go on public Twitter that often. I said I was going to stay off for a full week, but I wanted people to know because it's more important, rather than not sharing information, that people understand which direction the market was going in, because the psychology of trading, the institutions are trying to F with you. Okay, now the third time today, here it is, psychology of trading, okay? Now the market was hesitating at 1:30 p.m. Was it going to recover? Was it going to sell off? Now, again, if you zoom in, you think the market's going to recover. I went on and I said a whole bunch of stocks look good. In fact, every stock on my watch list looks like it wants to recover today. But I got to zoom out, because if I zoom out, I said the market was going to throw up on itself. And here's the point. If the market's going to consolidate, which let's assume today was because it was outflow. So if the market's consolidating today, it doesn't consolidate for one day. It doesn't consolidate for half a day. So people that thought it was over, if you zoom in, you thought the market was going to recover today. But if you zoom out and look out at it, the market outflow was one day today. Guess what's going to happen tomorrow? The Fed's talking. We've got CPI numbers tomorrow. So whatever happens in the morning, as soon as the market opens at 9:30, oh, it's up, it's down, and what's going to happen? Oh, I don't know. I'm telling you right now, you're here listening, the same thing we saw today, except here was my prediction. The last time I said the SPY, the next time I said the SPY goes down by 0.3 or 0.4%, which it did today. I think it went down like 0.4 something percent. I said multiply that by like 8 or 10 times. So expect okay, you ready for this? A full 3% drop in the SPY tomorrow. No, nobody's too late for it. I'm too late. Oh, okay. If I'm right, the UVXY will spike as well. So whatever your favorite instrument is, here it is. Thank you for turning out today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hitting the like, because we're going to make a lot of money. I know what I'm doing. So what am I doing tomorrow? I'm looking for the markets to get ugly, okay? Now I'm hoping it doesn't happen till 10:30, 11, 11:30, 12. I don't care when the markets get ugly tomorrow. I just want to see ugliness. So anytime they're green, that gives me a chance to buy some puts. Now, if you want to be risky, the options expire tomorrow. I won't do that, and I wouldn't suggest any of my platform members do that. You want your options to expire at least a week. So if you say to yourself, market should go down tomorrow, and you buy put options on the SPY or you buy call options on the UVXY, and for some reason the market doesn't, it kind of stays flat tomorrow, and everybody gets effed, because their IV is being eaten up by the institutions, and that's who's making the money. Don't struggle. Just say today wasn't the day. My position will lose a little IV. I'll be off 5, 6, 8%. Oh, maybe I bought the dip and sold the spike. So you could still make money on days that it might be, struggling. But I do think tomorrow will be a sell-off. So let me tell you again how I made money today on the SPY. Then I'm going to do some slides. You know what? You guys don't need to make, I don't need to bore you. I was in and out of the SPY a bunch of times, which is why I mentioned, most important, let's just get to the details. You need to use a cash account. So my cash account, I used all the cash money I had because I keep entering into positions. I bought $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 worth of SPY puts. I bought them for 96, sold them for $1.80. Then I entered in because I had FOMO. I put in a bid at $1.44, and then as it was going up, I paid $1.70. Okay, and then it went down to $1.49 after. So I was like, all right, $1.49 is good. So I doubled my position. Then it went up to $2.15. So I sold. All right, these are all the same positions. Puts, 448 strike, expiring tomorrow. Then it went down to $1.28 when the market was recovering at 1 o'clock, 12:30, whatever time it was. I got in at $1.28. Then I sold it $1.70. That was the third time. I had 4 positions. I sold them all 3 times. Then lastly, I paid $1.48 and I got out just over $2 again. So that was like 45%. Yes, that was the 4th time, 45%. I would love to be holding. I think this SPY is going down tomorrow. The point is, as I told you guys earlier, you will have a chance. You'll have a chance to get in. Nothing goes straight down. Nothing goes straight up. So even on good days, there's always a chance when something dips, you say, okay, it's a green day. I'm going to get in there. It's going to go back up. All right. Same is true for red days. You just have to flip the switch. Okay. When you're looking at something and you think it's going to go down and it opens up down 3% tomorrow, and then it spikes up and now it's only down 0.5%. And you're like, oh man, it looks like it's going up. That's when you buy your puts. When things look good in the market, that's why I'm a contrarian. I'm buying puts. So that's what I'm doing. Okay. Funny thing about institutions, right? So institutions came out, and I think Morgan Stanley, what did they upgrade today? God, I wish I remembered what it was. Oh, it was like not DocuSign. It was Zoom. They upgraded Zoom today, right? Guess whose options probably expire tomorrow? I'm assuming theirs and their clients. There's such manipulation going on. So the market's been strong 5 straight days for tech, right? And Zoom was down, 20, 30, 40 points less. Let's assume 20 points. Wouldn't you think they would come out then and be like, hey, we like Zoom. It's like 328 now. It's great. Why the hell would they wait for it to be like 353 and go like, hey, we're coming out with our reiterate? Because their positions were being beat up. Their positions were struggling. They needed to exit out. I bet if you look at the volume of the Zoom options today, I bet it was crazy. I haven't looked. And I don't know how. I would have to Google that shit. I'm doing this live stream. And after the live stream, I've got to cook dinner for my kids. So that ain't happening. But I bet you guys should look. That'd be fun. Okay. So before I get to slides, you know what? Screw slides. Let's get to a lesson real quick. Let's talk about Afghanistan and what happened. Okay. I'm not going to talk about the president, not political, but let's talk about the events that occurred in Afghanistan. All right. The air base got hit with 2 bombs. Okay. Now this was done. I read the stories. I read the reports. They say that ISIS-X, all right, a division of ISIS, like an offshoot, like your cousin Larry or something like that, did that. Now the Taliban, who are in control, want a smooth transition because they want to be politically in control and have negotiations with the U.S. and with other countries. There's a lot of oil there, so that country is going to be rich. They also grow a lot of illegal things there, okay? So they will have money and they want people staying out of their business. But ISIS X, they're like mortal enemies, okay? It would be like if they saw each other on the street, they'd fight to the death. So they want to screw it up for each other. So now if the Taliban is trying to humanely behave and say, we got this, we believe in women's rights, we're not going to do this, get out of our country, US, do. ISIS X, the offshoot ugly cousin, is going in there and messing things up. Bomb, killed 12 American soldiers. All right, let's take a moment of silence. Okay, sorry about that. That was impromptu, but 12 lives were lost. It's a very sad time. All right, let's get back to the market. I'm sorry about that. The point is, the market's crazy. Shit is happening. We've got wildfires in California. All right, we should be at all-time highs. So what happened today? If it is consolidation, it's not only 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. Expect a shitty day tomorrow. Expect a shitty day on Monday. Position yourself well. Secure profit. Get it out of whatever might scare you. Buy more time. I'm giving you this advice not as a financial advisor, because I'm not, because I want everybody to do well. Screw the institutions, all right? I'm not an ape. I don't own AMC, but I want them to win. I would love that shit to go to 100. I mean, it would be great for them to get a ton of money. Let's do some slides real quick. I've got extra lessons today. So I only go on YouTube once or twice a week, Monday, Thursday. I sold these positions on Tuesday. I told my platform, 1, 2, 3, 4, selling all these positions for a 2 to 12% gain. Why? Because I think the market's a little frothy, and it wouldn't surprise me if Wednesday or Thursday the market sold off. So get out, secure your profit, all right? I'm not shy. If I was wrong, this is still my slide. I still exit out of those positions. I still love those stocks, but I would love them at a 30% discount. Give me another slide, please. All right, I mentioned I'm no ape, but we have 8 members. So if you're an 8 member and you made money and you want to join a platform, this dude's a lifetime member, I think. Or no, actually, you're probably not a lifetime member, else you'd say so. But he took a lotto play. He bought 2 contracts for $51 each, $102. And he got out of it, what, 600 and change? You put in 100, you get 600 and change. That was his lotto pick. Screen rule, which means if you take a picture, you best sell it, okay? So congratulations. Dude made 700 in one trading day. That's awesome. All right, next slide, please. Slides get better. All right, Tesla puts, great freaking story, all right? Read it for yourself. I got into Tesla puts. I doubled down. I had 12 Tesla puts heading to today. Now, what did I tell you guys? Market's going to shit on itself. Tesla's going down to at least $702. What did I do? I'm such a bad word right now because I sold my Tesla puts at $705 and change. I sold most of them. I saved one to see if I was correct, and it sold later on the day. I wasn't even remembering I had it, and all of a sudden my screen went boop, and it was like, you sold one contract, and I'm like, it hit 702. So yeah, it hit like 699 actually. So even though somebody told me there were blockchains buying up Tesla calls yesterday and blockchains buying up Tesla stock yesterday, I said to myself, I wish I held on. I'm such a bad word right now. I can't even say it. Next slide. I'm just going to upset myself. All right, this is a long-term play. If you believe interest rates are going up, these 2 ETFs are where to be, all right? I'm only going to go and say it so many times. It's a nice, safe investment. You know the 10 years at like 134, 135, 130, whatever it's at, okay? If you think the 10 years is going to close in on 2%, all of these are going to be higher. The 20 years is going to be higher, and these ETFs will be trading at 20, 30% higher, and they're cheap for options, okay? I bought the September 17 calls. I paid $140, okay? Which means my break even's $18.40. I believe it's probably like $17.60 after hours. I'm 80 cents away. I'm 5% from breaking even or being up. And this shit's probably going to go up like 20, 30, 35, maybe even 40% by the time December comes around, which means inflation and interest rates are real. They'll probably be in like the 165 range by then. Let's get another slide. This is all information I'm trying to give you. Here's a penny stock for people that don't have any money, okay? And the great thing, if you read right above the chart here, however, if tomorrow is red, meaning today, stay away until it consolidates. So the stock was nearing 12 cents. I think this can go to 17 cents. I don't own it. I don't own penny stocks. I don't want anything to do with penny stocks, but I know some of you do. So if this stock goes to 17 cents and it's probably around 10 cents now, you do the math. That's a 70% gain. Now, I'd never be in there. If you're in at 10 cents, I think it's probably under 10 cents now. It's probably 9 something. If you're in at 10 cents, you can get out at 15 cents in a day or two. That's 50%. Next slide, please. All right. Hey, it's a struggle. All right. Yeah. Some dude was like following me, and he says now that he's more conservative, he gives himself more time and he makes 25% per trade, and he's killing it. Next slide, please. Okay, good morning. Okay, this is the best. This is from Torrance. Torrance and I had, this is the greatest thing. We had a one-on-one private lesson because he's a lifetime member exactly Tuesday of 2 weeks ago. So when he sent this out this morning, it was 2 weeks in one day. So I didn't know when it was until I looked it up on my calendar. Good morning. I've won 18 of my last 21 trades over the last 2 weeks just by taking profit. Geez, just like Matt's rule, take profit. I don't care what trade. 10 to 60%, I'm taking it. He's stacking up his wins, okay? Now, the great thing is I said, geez, I wonder when I spoke to this dude. I spoke to him Tuesday, 2 weeks ago. So 2 weeks and like a day and a half. Dude, Torrance, I could not be more proud. The point that I'm sharing with everybody, and you don't have to be a lifetime member. In fact, YouTube is free. If you like this shit, give me a thumbs up. Make a comment that you like it. Here it is. Ready? You go into something. Something's $4, an option you're looking at. I don't care what direction. I don't care what stock. You say, I'm going to buy the $4 option. No, I'm going to pay $3.20 for the option. I know that's 20% less than it is, but if I get it, I was about to pay $4. Now, lo and behold, you're going to get it. All right. Instead of $400, you just paid $320. I don't care if it's a call or a put. You're missing the point. All right. So you pay $320 for something $400. You save 20%. Now you're in for $320. You say to yourself, I want to make 40%. So you look at 40% of 320 and you're like, I don't know, $1.20, $1.25. And you go, okay, I'm in at 320. I'll sell for 450. I'll make $1.30. So right there, I don't care what it is. Again, doesn't matter. Stock, option, call, puts. I don't care. You bought it for 320. You sell it for 450. Lo and behold, within the next few hours, if you're correct about the stock or it's volatile and it goes up and down and you entered at the bottom or bought puts at the top, again, I don't care what position it is. But if you're right about calling the head and shoulders within 20 minutes, 40 minutes, 60 minutes, you're going to be like, yo, I just made 30%. So you put in $800, 30%, $240. Call it a day. Guess what? Earlier lesson. You're a winner, dude. Dude, that's it. $240 today. I don't care what you made at your real job. You made 180. Great. You just made 240. That's the whole thing. When I used to be director of operations for a company, right? In between one of my gigs, I was helping a company grow. And I figured out that based on the amount of road I had to cover, because it was like an hour both ways, and the amount of time I put into the company and the extra shit that I did, I was like, I might get like $300 a day. I mean, I got more, but I put in more time. But I'm saying for a normal person. So I said to myself, so if I was making more than 300 a day, 400, 500, whatever it is, that's time versus value. You know, I'm like, I'm not a lawyer, but I'm a trader. Okay, let's go to another one. This is a great slide. Thank you, Torrance, for sharing. This is the third time. This is 23 minutes. So it was right at noon. I entered into SPY puts for the third time. I show you guys on a chart if you're part of my platform. The first time I was in SPY puts this morning. Boom, it went down. I sold. It spiked back up. I bought the same damn puts, 448 puts. It went down. I sold. I'm making money. It went up again for a third time. It went down. I sold. I did it 4 times. Next slide. It's not to brag. It's to show you multiple things. All right, here's my Roblox position. So again, I was in at 305. I should have paid 270. I originally set my ask for 395, and then I said, spreadsheet moment. I said, why would I ask 395? I'm always off on it. Instead of $4, ask $5. All right. So yeah, $5 got hit. Spreadsheet works. Matt's rules work. Let's go to the next one. SPY 107 sold it like 220 something. Max profit. Here it was Roblox. I taught the lesson to lifetime members. I said, and I taught it to everybody, I think. I said I was going for 390. Instead, I'm going to add 30%. So I'm going to assume I missed max profit by at least 30% and see if 495 was hit. Well, guess what? I wasn't putting it for 390. I was actually putting it for $4 because at the time it was $4. And then I said, okay, I'll put it for $5. And 500 was hit. I made an extra $500. It's one day. It's one trade. Extra understand, it adds up. Imagine making an extra $500 a day every single day. At the end of the year, you'd have an extra $120,000. Yeah, The little piles add up. So when I tell people, make the extra $50, let's go to another slide, Carlos. Make an extra $50 a trade, right? That's all it is. An extra $50 a trade. At the end of the year, you're going to have 12,000 more dollars. I have a friend, his name's David Bach. He created something called the latte factor. He says if you don't go to Starbucks and you save the money from $7, $8, you invest it in the market, you'll have $250,000 by the time 20 years rolls around. So if you're 20, by the time you're 40, if you're 40, by the time you're 60, it's the same thought process. Okay, so another slide. So, some dude thought he was becoming a day trader, which is great. He's just showing you how he makes money. So I'm glad anybody can read this. The rules work. The funny thing is he only got one or two options because I teach people to average down. So when you think you're calling the bottom, you only enter in, you dip your toe in one, two options. If you're wrong, you can put more money in. If you're right, you're just making a killing. He made 150%, 200%, 70%. So anybody that's missing the boat here, I can't help you. I could lead you to water, but if you want to get in the boat, join the team. All right, let's go to another slide, please. I'm getting to questions. This is like the last slide. Happened to mention water. Here, read it yourself, people. Everybody blows up their account. You guys get it? Step back. You blew up your account. You saved $300. Congratulations. A lot of people blow up their account completely. Now he's up to $5,500. He had a small account. So it's not about focusing on the bad things. It's focusing on the good things. Are we done, Carlos, with these slides? I want to get some questions today for some people. All right, excellent. Do you guys get it? So the three things today. Understand. Let's go psychology of trading. Understand why the market reacts what it does. Understand if it's a good time to buy or a good time to sell. Just use your freaking brain. Simplify it, okay? So I'm not yelling at anybody. I'm telling you, you guys are smart enough. If you're here watching me, I know you actually have common sense. So right here, simplify it, okay? Number two, be a winner. If you're trading and you're struggling day after day, or you have 3 good trades and 1 bad trade, 3 good trades, I don't want to hear that. I want you to be a winner. Enter into a trade. Go silent. Be on the side. Wait for the best entry point. When you see it spike, then you get in. Don't have FOMO. I got FOMO with those SPY puts today. I bought my second position at 170 as it was going up to 230. I didn't sell it. Went down to 149. I bought my third position. Then it went back up. I sold. Then it went back down. I bought more. The point is, don't have FOMO. Patience. P-A-Y. I never say that. All right. Hey, Matt, what do I think of AI going into earnings? Again, I don't care about earnings, but it's more of the stock and what it looks like right now. So again, if I'm expecting the market to sell off, and I don't think you guys saw anything today. So let's just talk real quick. I know we want to get to some questions, and I will, and we'll go a couple minutes after Carlos, so that's okay with you. So the whole thing is, why would I want to buy anything today? If I thought something was going to get ripped tomorrow, and I thought the market, I think it went down, 100 and 200 points today? Say it went down double tomorrow and Monday combined, like 200 to 400 points. What do you think about any single stock? So any stock someone asks about, hey, what do you think about AI? I'm thinking if I'm right about the market, that shit's going to be a lot cheaper in 5 days. So I will say 2-part. I love AI. I think it's a great company. I think they do great things. I think their technology is excellent. I think they're a well-run company, and I expect the company to be at triple digits. That was my other prediction today, triple-digit loss. So yeah, but it might take a year or two from getting from 50 to 100. So if you're zooming in, sell your AI stock because it's probably going to go down tomorrow, all right, if the market goes down tomorrow or Monday. If you're zooming out and you're like, I'm long-term with this company, AI is great. Look for those dips. If his dips set to 46, 45, buy leap year options when this shit is $90 or $100 in December or January. You'll remember this episode. I wish I had a number, but I don't. Let's get another questions. All right. SPY, 40-47 put chance, Uber puts. All right. So first, Uber is totally manipulated. I expect it to react with the market. So I really don't have to look at Uber to tell you that, but I will because you're giving me $5 pizza. So the SPY at 447. Here's my SPY prediction. I think it probably closed at what? 446 and change. Let's look at it. I predicted 446 and change. So the hell's the SPY? Oh, there it is. 446.26 up a little after hours. I don't give a shit about after hours. So SPY at 446. I said it would be 446 worst case 446.05. So 446.26 is pretty substantial. It's down 0.59% today. I said take whatever happens today, now multiply it by 8 times. So if it's down 0.5% and it goes times 0.8, I think the SPY is going to go down. Here's my prediction, 4% over Friday and Monday. So 4% of the SPY, which is at 446.26. Here's how we figured it out on my calculator, guys. 446.26 times 0.96. That means in 2 days on Monday, the SPY will be around 428 or 429. Now, do I think that's drastic? Hell yeah. But let's just say I'm half right. Say the SPY makes it halfway there from 448 to 428. Say it stops at 435. Well, all of us that said buy the SPY puts will be making a crushing. All right, so let me look at Uber real quick. That's how I use the calculator. I make predictions. So I said I could see the market being like 3 or 4 or 5 times worse than it was today. It was down 0.6 times 0.6, 3.6%. Do the mathematics. Okay, so we'll be at 435. I mean, that's how you make guesses. Let's look at Uber. You guys get it? Make a guess. Use your calculator. Figure out the stock price, and then stick to it. When I said Tesla was going down to 702 today, people looked at me like I was a freaking idiot, like I was from another planet. Like I'm like, Tesla's going to 702. Matt, you're ridiculous. I mean, I had friends on Wall Street that were telling me I'm ridiculous. So friends on Wall Street. Then I have a very smart individual who's a lifetime member telling me that people are buying calls and blocks of them for Tesla, and I should be careful. And I'm like, shit, man. Am I wrong about Tesla? I own Tesla. Tesla's my, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, Uber. Yeah, the chart looks like shit. It looks like it's about to go down a slide. It peaked up for the 2 days that they were manipulating the stock and talking about it. Hey, Uber price target increase. Oh, Uber, best stock since sliced cheese. No, it looks like shit for the past day and a half for 2 days. So if it's a red day tomorrow, you'll be able to pick up Uber at 38.50, 38.60. Uber's going down. Next question. Oh, please, people, give me a like. I can see how many likes. What the hell are you guys doing sitting inside? George, Chris, John, Carlos, Matt, Chris, everybody, give me a like, please. Oh, Pal speaking tomorrow, UVXY. So let's remember my lesson about the UVXY. It doesn't spike. This is the same lesson I gave today to my platform. It doesn't spike just once and stop. So the lesson for today was, after it spiked once, I said, expect the markets to get ugly. Why? Here's my tracker. UVXY for today. And it never just spikes one time. It always spikes multiple times. So if you look at the UVXY in a course of a day, on days that it spikes, on other days it just trickles down and goes to zero because that's what it does. It's a piece of shit ETF. It does nothing. It's there for volatility. On days that it spikes 2, 3, 4 times. On days that it spikes, it usually has inflow of 2, sometimes 3 straight days. So it had outflow of 5 straight days. It had just inflow today. What do you think is going to happen tomorrow? If I tell you it has multiple days of inflow, if I tell you the UVXY is going to be green tomorrow, that's going to tell you the markets are red tomorrow. If I tell you the markets are red tomorrow, it's going to tell you the UVXY will probably be green tomorrow. Now, how red? I don't know. I'm hoping, and I'm going to leave you guys with this. And if you missed your questions, maybe we'll do a Q&A tomorrow. Maybe I'll ask Love to come on if she has time. But here's the thing. I'm hoping for this exact moment tomorrow. The market opens at 9:30 in the morning. Boom, it goes up like this just a little. And I'm like, puts. And then it just drops. And then it looks like it's going to recover. And then it just drops, okay? Because the market needs to pull back. The volume is extremely light. All right, Felix, what do you tell me? Bitcoin is at 45,000. Like, yeah, you would think my ex-wife would listen. I told her to sell her EBON, right? I said, EBON, $2.50. You could buy that shit back tomorrow at $2.16 or $2.20 because Bitcoin's going to go down. Hey, Matt with Triple T. Hey, you made up for the T. You shorted me, man. Bacon bum here. I was looking at, okay. Yeah, so I'm going to look at this, man. And Carlos, put another question on there, Ryan. Look at this, SPRT. So we'll do a couple more questions. I appreciate you guys. All right, so this is support. Holy shit, it went up to $19. I remember support at $12, and I thought 12 to 14 or 15 was good. I can't suggest you guys get into support. Not at 1970. To me, it's a meme stock. Why? Because the volume was 99 million. So I'll look at the book real quick. It has a book value of 477 million. So support has 24 million shares. What are they likely to do if their stock stays at $19? An offering, all right? They're not doing an offering, but I would suggest an offering if I work for them. Yeah, I might short this stock. I'm going to put it on my list for tomorrow. Thank you so much for sharing that. I'm not saying it'll go down tomorrow. Let's say the market gets beat up tomorrow. You think a meme stock's going to go even higher? And if it goes higher tomorrow, you think it's going to stay high for a week? All right, Ed, yes. Ed, because I know you make money off my calls, Ed. I see you, and I congratulate you. So let's look at IMW. Oh, I know what that is. The iRussell shares. Yeah, if I see the market's going to look like shit tomorrow, then iRussell will look like shit. Now, if you look at the 1 month of the iRussell, okay, so everybody bring out their Webull, break out their 1 month. The IWM, it's at 220.20 right now. So you're looking at it. 4 straight inflow days. The last 2, lighter volume. So it tells me it's ready to go down for a day or 2. So it was outflow day and it went down. Guess what? It hasn't gone down enough. It's at 220. It technically can go down to 214 and change, or 215, which would be 5 points, which would be another 2.5%. Only went down to 1% today. So if the market's ugly today, yes, the iShare Russell 2000, it'll go down 2% today. But keep in mind, I'm predicting the SPY to go down 2-3% tomorrow, okay? But again, if you're part of my platform, I change my mind in the morning. I reserve the right to change my mind. I will tell you tomorrow morning exactly what I'm doing. I don't plan ahead. I have an idea of what I'm doing, and then I execute it. If I change my idea because something happens overnight and I'm like, oh, let's do this thing instead, I'll tell everybody. I'll be like, up to you guys to watch the video, up to you guys to follow along. I love my family. I love my platform, and I appreciate you all providing me the lesson and the option to teach you to be a better, more efficient trader. And I ask you this because people are staying, so you're listening to me. Share this. Please like it, like the video, make a comment, watch some of the other videos if you have time. 3, 4, I'm not going to repeat myself, but share the video. All right, do we have any more questions, Carlos, since these people are patient enough? Maybe one more question? I'll drink some water. I'll answer one more question. All right, Russ the dog. Let's see what we got, buddy. We shall see if after hours means anything on SPY. It's already up 0.45. That's beautiful. You know, in a perfect world, again, I would love to see the SPY spike tomorrow morning. And whenever it spikes the highest, whether it be at 9:40 a.m., 9:50 a.m., 10:30 a.m., if it's the highest at 11, then we might have a problem. Because actually, even if it's at 11, whenever it's the highest between 9:30 and 11 a.m., I'm going to be buying puts tomorrow, all right? You guys heard it. I'm not sure if I'm doing a YouTube tomorrow for a live stream. Maybe if Love or somebody joins me for questions, we'll do a live stream tomorrow. Other than that, you guys are great. Platform is great. I appreciate you guys watching the video, making comments. Not every trade's a winning trade, but we do our damnedest to make you guys better traders. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you. That's awesome. That's awesome, Carlos. I appreciate that. Have a good night, everybody.